is the culture of America. It's been so many years, and America still has not been recognized individually for any outstanding art or literature. Most American writers were trained all the way in Europe and are so caught up with it that they haven't found anything different for their home. Nothing extraordinary, new, or just American. I bought an intriguing book many years ago and have taken quite a liking to the popular writer Washington Irving from New York. His first book, The Sketchbook, captivated me at the time and caused me to look into reading his later works, such as Rip Van Winkle. His writing gives me a sense of richness of the past to where I am literally flowing through the pages like a dove flying through the sky. I have lost quite a bit of sleep because of Irving. I then found myself reading more books than ever before, and I can instantly recognize an American sense to all of them. As days turn to weeks, then to months, and to years, I've read a different variety of works from many different authors all over the country. James Fenimore Cooper is a new favorite of mine. He wrote stories set in the past, much like Irving. Some other writers that struck my interest is Nathaniel Hawthorne, who focused solely on the history of Puritan New England to star in his stories. Another is Herman Melville, who has done a remarkable job on Moby Dick. William Wells Brown is another favorite. His striking words tell of the sad slave life that made me cry at night and support anti-slavery. Speaking of slavery, Brown caught my attention to the topic and led me to reading the delicate poems of John Greenleaf Whittier, a Quaker, which point out the evils of slavery. My favorite poet is Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, who based many of his poems on the nation's past. Marvelous is all I can say. Don't forget about the women authors, though. I believe some, such as Catherine Sedgwick and Fanny Fern, did much better than any of the male writers. I have heard that the book Woman in the 19th Century really helped push the movement of women's rights. It has taken quite a bit of effort to get my hands on a copy of Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman, his only book of poetry currently. The poem celebrates democracy and diverse people who helped make the nation as great as it is now. I have heard rumors that he may add to it soon. A couple of weeks ago while in town, I heard of an amazing man by the name of Ralph Waldo Emerson writing essays about individuality, and he says that each and every person has what is called an inner light. Though, being the bookworm I have become, I had yet to listen to his speeches. Sadly, I have not heard any of them yet, but I intend to. Have you ever tried to paint before? An acquaintance by the name of Thomas Cole has become quite popular because of his artistic ability, and has tried quite a few times to teach me a few tips, but I don't have that special and rare talent. Mr. Cole is part of a group called the Hudson River School, and I'm glad to say that he has met many others with the same passion. In fact, he introduced me to a young man named Asher B. Dern, who is also popular among the people. The most recent paintings gracefully intricate the life of hard-working farm families and country people, along with the unique culture of Native Americans. The detailed strokes of paint are breathtaking to see in person, and tell an imaginative story of their own with one glance. Being able to second-hand experience these amazing stories and breakthroughs through simple words, and not being able to look at a painting without seeing the tale being laid out in front of you, is something I loved experiencing over and over again. Being an American gives me pride to be a citizen, and reading more American books and seeing more American paintings gives me faith that this country is truly amazing. I never would have thought that such a young nation could have its own inner light made from the blazing lanterns of pride from the souls of its own people. I never knew that the colors red, white, and blue could look so peaceful against the rising sun on a Sunday morning in the wild back country.